What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. VP Tactical here. Want to wish you a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays if you celebrate otherwise. Some exciting news. Certainly got our hands on the Micro Dagger by Palmetto State Armory. I've been waiting since SHOT Show, as much of the rest of us have been, and I'm super pumped that it finally came. I've actually been acquiring some other pieces in the meantime while I've been waiting for either the whole gun to drop in or the frame. I'm waiting on another frame. I know they've been popping up recently, but I'm super stoked. I managed to grab extra slide while I was waiting on a whole gun to come in, and that's actually ended up what I got here. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about this and what you get. This is the C1, and then this is the standard micro, and I'll explain a little bit. There's actually 3 different variants, but I didn't want to show you. So what actually came in the box, we've got the gun lock, the pistol was up here, and then you came with 1 mag. So I actually happened to buy a couple more, because why not have more mags, right? That just only makes sense. And so a couple different variants. You've got the standard micro, which is this one right here. This is going to be your equivalent of the G43X. The big difference, and I think why the Micro Dagger is slated to be a straight competition for the Glock G43X, is because this one actually comes with 15 rounds in the magazine as opposed to 10, aside from the fact that, PSA's products are considerably more cost-effective than their Glock counterparts, to say the least. Then you move up to, so that's the micro, right? And then you move up to the C1, which is this one right here. It actually has the same size barrel. But what's really interesting about this is that it's actually, again, the same length barrel as the micro, but this actually has a comp or a port built into the top of the gun itself. So if you notice, the barrel doesn't actually go all the way to the very end. Normally you would see it threaded and then there would be an adapter on there, but this one's built into the slide itself. So pretty cool. And then there's the X1, which is the identical length to this, but the major difference is that it has a longer barrel. So the micro and the C1, these two have a 3.4-inch barrel, whereas the X1, the barrel goes all the way up to the end of the slide, has no port or comp. And that one's 4.15 inches. So the standard is 3.4 inches. And so really what the major difference is, when you look at the micro, this is supposed to be, again, the G43X, whereas technically this could fall into the G48 category. The X1 is definitely the G48 category because, again, it has that longer barrel. This is essentially a 43X plus a comp, if you think about it that way. So 43X plus a comp, and then you go to the X1, which is your Glock 48. Just some minor differences I noticed too in overall weight. This one, overall length of the slide is 6 inches. This is 7.1 for the C1 and also 7.1 for the X1. And then weight-wise, for the G43X or the micro, 15.9 ounces unloaded, whereas the Glock G43X, the actual G43X, is 16.4 ounces. The C1 is 17.40 ounces unloaded. And then you get over to the X1, which is the, again, G48 version, 17.7 ounces unloaded for the Dagger version, the micro. And then 18.48 ounces for the actual Glock branded G48. So again, I'm super stoked that this actually finally made it to my doorstep. It's the holiday season. I'm making this video last minute while I'm trying to get stuff ready, having people over for the holiday season, and I hope that you folks, get a chance to spend some time, quality time with your friends and family. But once I have an opportunity, hopefully next week, if not, worst case, New Year, I'll get out, shoot these things, and then we're going to do an update video. I do also want to get an optic for this. I was looking at the Vortex Defender, the Holo Sun, as well as some other Shield RMSC cut optics, because that's exactly what these take. So something to bear in mind. These aren't like the regular daggers, like the compact and the full size, where they take the RMR. So that's something to keep in mind too. They do have 2 different magazines. That is something I want to make note of. This particular gun has the micro slick, and then you have the standard. So this is a standard magazine. This is their non-micro slick version. Basically, the main difference here is that this one has slick finish on it, and it looks to be maybe a different metal. But otherwise, it's still a half poly, half metal magazine, whereas the standard version, same thing. It's still half poly, half metal. These ones just, I wouldn't say hang up, but they have a little bit more friction, I guess, if you will, going in and out, whereas this one seems to drop a little bit more free. And we'll see what happens once I start doing more testing with this. Who knows? But hopefully you like this video. Appreciate all the support. You know, if you want to support my channel, you can definitely hit that like and subscribe button. And don't forget that little bell notification so that you know when I drop new content. Drop your thoughts and comments below about optics. You know, what you would use on this micro dagger if you had to pick from the Shield RMSC options. And we'll go from there. Because like I said, I'm certainly looking at a couple of them. The Vortex Defender. There's even one from Viridian. I don't know. Some folks were talking about the Crimson Trace. Let me know what your thoughts are. Appreciate all of the support. Again, Merry Christmas, and take care of yourselves. Be safe and stay vigilant.